Oh, it means they've been waiting for Sinbad.
How they met. Where'd that girl go?
She went that way. Her name is Maite.
Oh, she's Mike. Yes. Could you do it before I say anything?
Okay, I'm sorry.
I wore this for people who were R&B Live 2 days ago. Yes, I wore the same thing. But it cost so much, I'm going to wear it 4 or 5 more times. Wear it again.
Did a relative make that?
No, I found this, man.
Okay.
Now, you know, in Hollywood, you wear one thing at one event and don't wear it again? Not me. I'm not making Arsenio Hall money, so I wear this.
Hey, stop, man. Stop.
Wearing this again.
Now, you were a big Prince fan. We were back there talking during the
Prince
number.
is bad, man. Could you do what he does? Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. Would you like to see him do one of those Prince flips? I can do that. Problem is, I didn't wear my heels tonight, so you cannot do them dances in flat shoes. And that's the key. If I had about 4 more inches of heels, I jump on pianos. I didn't get paid for that, though. I was doing that 13 years old. Jumping over things and playing.
But when you were 13, you dreamed of being people and doing things.
When I was 13, I dreamed of being everything. I had the wildest imagination, man, because I was the squarest kid. I got called square so much, I thought that was my name, man. I was just a goofy kid growing up, so I went into fantasy land, man. I used to dream girls with my girlfriend. I would look at them. And in my mind, I would see her coming to me and kissing me. I'd be like, and the girl wouldn't even know who I was. And I was just that uncool, man. I was just an uncool kid.
You told me one time about trying to fly.
Oh, I wanted to be Superman was the happiest thing back in the 60s and 70s. And I wanted to be Superman. So I used to put a towel around my neck and jump off the roof of my house. And I would make my brothers and sisters come look at me and go, did I fly? Yes, you flew. I beat them up if they said no. And my father kept watching me jump off the house. And he said, what's wrong with you? I said, I'm trying to fly. He said, you got the wrong towel. And said, I need a flying towel. He never told me I couldn't fly.
That's good, though.
That's stupid. He should have told me I couldn't fly. Oh, and I wouldn't be beating myself up.
But he wanted you to dream. He wanted you to believe.
I was 25 before I realized I couldn't fly. I looked dumb, man.
What was the last job you had outside of comedy?
Last job that I had, I put cable TV in.
Oh, you were the guy with the butt crack showing.
No, I was. See, I was one of them guys who didn't care. I would show up. I was the best guy to have put cable at your house. I'd show up. You want everything? You got it. You got it. I found out people would rather have the heating turned off than cable, because I got a promotion to disconnect people. Man, I went up a pole one time to disconnect this family, and they sent me into the hood, because I thought I'd communicate with the black people better. Like, if I take off the cable, it's all right. It's the brother to turn it off. So I went up the pole, a pimple came out, and the whole family came out. Come on down that pole! Come off that pole! And I gave them HBO. I gave them everything. I hooked them up. I gave them Showtime. Everything.
Now, you were joking with me earlier about having money. Do you find the perception of anybody in entertainment is that you're rich, you have a lot of money?
People think that everybody on TV is rich. You do one show. I mean, I was doing Star Search. You didn't win but $2,000 a week. You know, and people are just, man, when you gonna buy that Mercedes? I said, man, I made $1,500. And see, back home in Michigan, $1,500, man, you can retire. Man, you get a crib and retire for $1,500. Because I had never seen that kind of money either, man. The first time I got $1,000, I laid it out on the bed, and I said, it don't get no better than this. I looked at it, I said, man, that is too much money for one man to have.
You laid it out?
I laid it out, man. It was ones, too. So it went all over the bed. All over the bed, man. Everywhere, man.
Just getting back to the intro, there are a lot of women who've been sleeping out, waiting out for 2 days for you.
Yes.
So, in all fairness, tell America what kind of women you like.
Well, see, I'm recently going through divorce right now, so the woman I like is, I like being by myself. I spend a lot of time by myself. I really don't know what I like. I like being by myself. I like reading and going to the library. I like walks, long walks, like late at night with But people chase me for my money. I like that. I like that thing. Right now, I think, man, when you just go through divorce, you really don't know what you like anymore, man. You're just trying to pay money and survive, man.
You know what I always wondered? We all know you as Sinbad. What last name did your wife use when you married her?
She used her name. Her last name was Fuller.
Okay, so she didn't, like, just be one name.
No, she had. No, nobody wants to have that one name. It's kind of stupid unless you're entertained, you know.
Yeah.
And we know that's entertainment. It's stupid to have one name.
And you told me that was your real name, though. You told me you was born with the name Sinbad.
I was.
Stop.
I was.
Stop it, man.
I was born with the name Sinbad.
What's your last name?
Bad. I was born with that name.
Okay, so if I go to your dad's church, he's Reverend who?
He's Reverend Too Bad. I'll tell you, I'm gonna tell on the first time on TV. No, my real name was not Sinbad, and the way I came up with that name, I was in college. I dropped out of school with about 2 weeks left. I was going through that militant thing. I wasn't gonna play football, and I didn't know what I wanted to be. And I used to watch Sinbad movies all the time. And I knew one thing about Sinbad: he wasn't always the biggest or the strongest, but he was always the most clever. And he was always the leader of men. He was always positive, and he never accepted the monster was gonna kill him. He could go and fight the two-headed pterodactyl and get the blue egg and take it back. I said, that's me. And I took that name. Yeah. You can't fly, but I can't fly. But Sinbad couldn't fly either. He hired somebody who could fly.
Yeah.
He would hire the flying woman, and she'd fly for him.
I was reading the trades the other morning, and there was something about you going to Disney.
Yeah.
What is that deal all about?
We just signed a deal with Disney to, we're going to go back to TV this fall. We're going to be with Fox TV. So we're going back to TV this fall. As a matter of fact, maybe this summer. Put on some of the shows on this summer. We'll be doing some movies, and I'm coming off the road for the first time. I'm doing an HBO special, April 17th, live. We're going to air it live on that night, and I'm going to come off the road for the first time in 10 years.
Yeah. The road is hard.
I love the road, man. It's just I've been to every city so much now. It's just like, oh, Sinbad coming back. Oh, okay, what's new? And so it's time to do something else. You know, there's all the new comics. You got Martin Lawrence out there right now, and all the guys just on the road. Yeah. So it's time for me, to do something else.
Yeah. Now, between visits here, what else do you do? You're on the road. What else?
I've been on the road, man. I've been writing. I try to do it all. Basically, I was unemployed for a couple years when I left Different World.
But you really weren't unemployed.
I went back on the road. See, luckily as a comic, we can go back on the road. See, as an actor, a lot of times, comics will tell actors, why you take that job? But we're lucky because we can keep working. As an actor, if all I had was acting, I'd be a pimp, killer, dope dealer. I'd be like, man, I ain't gonna take the roles. Y'all see me on TV. Yo, you better watch out. I don't know if I could take the. I don't think I'd make it if I had to be an actor and that was all that was available to me. I think I'd be working back in Michigan somewhere, man, because I just can't see just doing that kind of stuff, man. It's just so limiting.
You be in clubs doing tricks with quarters on your.
I know. I'd be, hey, Sinbad, the Wonder Man.
Okay. Now, this is a card that I'll never get to use. These were questions I had written last time Prince was on. For Prince. And since he doesn't do interviews, I figured I would bring him out and ask you these questions, and maybe you just pretend you him.
All right.
Answer the questions like Prince might. Okay. What is that? But, wait. Sinbad, he wears chains and you can hear him. I couldn't hear you through that. I don't think. Okay. What do you do to relax, Prince? What do you do to relax?
Relaxing for me is going on the road and doing a 100-city tour.
Okay, I've heard from some. I've heard from some people that you're a good basketball player and you played high school.
Yes.
What's the deal with you and Brooke Shields? Oh, I'm sorry, that's the wrong card. That's the wrong card. Yeah, the wrong card. This question was not supposed to be on this card. It's another card. They say the camera makes you look 10 pounds heavier, but you look much heavier than 10 pounds. I think that's for you. So what do you do to relax?
I go on the road and do a 100-city tour.
You're a Prince. How long before you'll be king?
As soon as, no, I ain't gonna say it.
Okay.
You know I was gonna say.
No.
You know.
What?
You know.
We're not thinking
You
with
know.
one brain.
No, you know I was gonna say. Y'all, he knows. You know I was gonna say.
But it's like
you know I was gonna say.
They want to know.
You know. Hey, what were we talking about last time?
Okay. You love the color purple. Why?
Because it's lighter than black, but darker than blue.
Good answer? Okay. Who did more for the color purple, you or Alice Walker?
Who's Alice Walker?
Oh, okay. This is a very sensitive crowd. Yeah. I'm going to put y'all on the bus to go see 60 Minutes. What, if you could be on an island, this is for Sinbad, I'm sorry. No, this is not. If you could be on an island with one, I give you two CDs or 2 albums, which ones would you take?
That's one. Hey. If I was gonna be on that, I would take the first Soft and Wet, the first album.
Oh yeah.
That was so
crazy album.
Yep. Yeah. And also I would take the whole box set of Earth, Wind and Fire.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the anthology.
The anthology Earth, Wind and Fire. That'd be it, man. Prince and Earth, Wind and Fire, and then the people would find me.
That's the problem.
Of course, I need a CD player. It'd be kind of stupid to be on an island, have 2 CDs like this.
You could signal planes and stuff and play with your dog.
I have my own talk show. How y'all doing this evening? How y'all doing? All the animals. It's Sinbad!
Oh, gosh. I appreciate you coming by tonight, man, and continue success and good luck with the Disney deal.
All right, man. Oh.
Sinbad! Okay, I'm sorry.
I wore this for people who were R&B Live 2 days ago. Yes, I wore the same thing. But it cost so much, I'm going to wear it 4 or 5 more times.
Wear it again. Did a relative make that?
No. Okay. Congress, man.
Okay.
Now, you know, in Hollywood, you wear one thing at one event.
Oh, it means they've been waiting for Sinbad!
And don't wear it again? Not me. I'm not making Arsenio Hall money, so I'll wear this.
Hey, stop, man. Stop.
Wearing this again.
Now, you were a big Prince fan. We were back there talking during the
Prince
number.
is bad, man.
Could you do what he does?
Yeah, I can do that.
I guess that's how they met. Where'd that girl go? She went that way. Her name is Maite.
Oh, she's Mike.
Yes. Well, could you do what?
Before I can do that. I can do that.
Would you like to see him do one of those Prince flips?
I can do that. Problem is, I didn't wear my heels tonight, so...